Lynchburg City Schools called the cops 5 times for violations of student behavior during the 2022-23 school year. That's according to the latest report on school safety from the Virginia State Department of Education.
10 News reporter Keisha Lynn working for you on the other issues she found in this report. And some of these are pretty shocking.
Yes, they're disturbing, Jenna. I found instances of students giving out or selling drugs, having projectile weapons, and even assaulting each other with guns or other weapons. And those are just some of the cases in Lynchburg City Public Schools where school leaders had to call the police. Those 5 instances, they happened at several schools. At Bedford Hills Elementary and EC Glass High, there were 2 reports of kids having projectile weapons. There were 2 other separate instances at EC Glass, one when a student intended to distribute or sell drugs, and another for a report of assault that happened with a firearm or weapon. Cops were called again at Dunbar Middle after a case of attempted or actual robbery. In all, there were 11 written threats. Police were only called if a staff member was targeted. That's unless the student had a disability. There were also 85 reports of kids hitting staff members. The division had almost 60 cases of students having controlled substances or various illegal drugs, and 180 cases of kids having, using, or distributing tobacco, e-cigarettes, or vaping equipment. To prevent these cases from happening again, Lynchburg City Public Schools say they have several intervention methods in place. They include new entryways in all of its schools, so all visitors must be escorted in by a staff member.
Also put ballistic film on the windows, so it's hard to break through those glass panes and glass entryways. We also have worked on new reunification plans with our safety team and our school safety officers. And so all of our schools have been trained on how to reunify students in the case of a real emergency, revamped all of our handbooks and emergency crisis plans.
Lynchburg Cities also has academies for kids who have had behavioral issues at their schools. And in 2022 to 2023, they introduced an alternative suspension program. Instead of sending kids home, they now serve their suspension in a different building. Keisha Lynn, 10 News working for you.
10 News is your back to school authority. Head to WSLS.com, click on back to school. You'll find school start dates, ways to send in those very important back to school pictures. Edward, I don't think we've seen one from you yet. We'll be showing those all month right here on WSLS 10.